You ready?
Blue, you know that pizza you had last night?
Yeah.
Dude, it fucking didn't sit well with me at all.
I'm feeling great.
I'm having the squirts all morning. Are we rolling? Yes, sir. All right. Would you guys want to come every time you fart or fart every time you come?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Would you want to come every time you fart or fart every time you come?
So we're starting off like that. I would rather fart every time I come.
Then come every time you fart?
Yeah, because like at least you can explain, like, I'm sorry this just happens.
Yeah, no one's gonna know that if you came,
But then you just get like the fucking O face every time you fart in public.
Yeah, I guess. No comment.
You can control your farts though. So technically, you can just come more. So why would you deny yourself the chance to come more? It's not like you involuntarily fart. I mean, I do probably like once every couple of weeks. It just slides out.
I guess, but then like you gotta clean up. Like, what if you're just like at the grocery store and you fart and like then
What
you're
if
just
you
sitting there with cum in your shorts?
What if you jerk off and right before climax you fart? What happens then? Do you double cum?
Wow.
Man, it really makes you think, huh, Steve? It really makes you think.
I need to lift
Yeah,
up.
no, you're right.
Anyways, I really wanted to get that off my chest.
Would you rather have your know your pet thinks of you
Mm.
or never hear him speak? So it's either like he's talking and telling you like everything about you, like what he thinks about you, or he doesn't say anything at all.
I don't know. I think Steve would be fucking super annoying.
I think Steve would fucking rip us. I think Steve would. I wouldn't want to hear him. I'd rather not hear him speak.
I think we have a cool relationships with dog, as is.
Steve is the fucking fattest dog. He would just be talking about, he'd just be
don't
asking
let
you
him
for
body
food
shame
the
you.
entire time.
Steve,
Don't let him
close
body
your
shame
ears.
you.
Here's a good one. Would you rather change gender every time you sneeze or not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby?
Not be able to tell. I don't know.
Wait,
what.
say that one more time.
Would you rather change gender every time you sneeze or not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby?
Like completely different gender.
Yeah, like you sneeze and you turn into a chick, and then you sneeze
Or you
again.
could just eat babies.
That would be. Yeah, I'd rather change
Or-
gender then.
or you
gotta
could,
change
or you
gender.
could accidentally eat a baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I
you
don't
could be
want-
like, oh, I want this, or you could just not eat muffins.
I'm not a big muffin guy. I used to be, but
You,
not anymore.
you grew out
You
of
wouldn't
that
be.
face.
You're not. You guys aren't even like the slightest bit curious, like what it would be like to be a chick, just for like a short
That's
period
the
of
one
time.
I'd choose. I'd switch genders.
I would be a lesbian for sure. Let's be honest.
Hey, happy Pride Week. Happy Pride Month.
Hey. Yeah, I'd be a lesbian.
What would be the first thing you guys would do if you were a chick for a day?
Probably just fuck with myself.
Finger blast yourself?
I mean, I would be curious.
Yeah, just try to do some work. I would call some lady friends over and go shopping.
I'd hit rodeo with the squad.
Like
You guys could probably go to the gay bars and crush it.
no, but like before that, forget the gay bars for a second. You turn into a lady right now, and you have like a ticking time clock that says like you turn back into a dude an hour from now. What do you do in that hour?
I'm going trying to find the hottest chicks and trying to get it.
In an hour? In an hour?
Yeah, bro.
You're
We
doing
live in
what?
I'll go on the beach and just go lay next to bitches and just like start hooking up with chicks or something. Cause I'm a girl, I can do whatever I want. Dude.
You're a guy and you can hook up with chicks. That's your choice to hook up with chicks as a chick.
As a chick,
So nothing would really change.
I mean, what else? What am I gonna do as a chick?
That's a good point.
I mean, to really like organize, so maybe organize my room for an hour.
I would at least have like 10 items lined up ready to stick up my pooter just to see what it feels like. What's wrong with that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
I clean my room and then.
I want to know what it feels like. What if it feels better? I think it does feel better than what guys feel.
I mean, guys don't really make any noise when they're getting. We just like, so like, you know what I mean?
No, but like,
When girls
don't
or-
vaginas have more nerve endings than wieners?
Definitely.
So like, first things first, you got to stick some stuff up there and see what it feels
But
like.
how come some? I know, I'm not gonna name any names, but somebody that I know has some spray that like makes them last longer. So how come guys go quicker than girls? You know what I mean? If they have so much more fucking feeling.
I think it's harder for a girl to reach climax than it is for a guy.
It definitely is, right?
Is that a blanket statement? I think it is.
I'm pretty sure that's just known.
That's facts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to go like,
We fucking jizz like it's our job.
right?
Also, girls can probably get
Prematurely.
most girls can get laid easier than guys.
Here's some more, not really would you rathers, but if you made $100 every time you jerked off, how many times did you jerk off a day?
A lot.
As many as I could.
Yeah, but like eventually it would just
blanks.
eventually it would consume you, and then like you would maybe just wouldn't.
I think about it like, remember when you were a little kid and you like tried to break your own record for how many times you could jerk off a day? Like when you first discovered it.
When you were a kid, right?
And you'd be like, my fucking record is 9 times a day.
Is that your
And you
record, 9 times?
I don't know. That's a lot. I could see it being like 9 or 10.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just to the point when dust is coming out.
Here's the thing. It's
been a long couple of months, guys.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Did you ever see the Disney movie Brink about roller skating, rollerbladers?
Team Pup and Suds?
Yeah, you know how they said when they were roller skaters, they said they're soul skaters.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to they didn't want to skate for a living. They just wanted Andy Brinker and his gang were soul skaters because they just wanted to skate just for fun. In their soul, they didn't want to make it their job, because then once it's your job, it's not fun anymore. So like I consider myself a soul jerker, and the second you start getting paid to jerk, it becomes a job and it no longer becomes fun anymore.
Yeah, but like,
So I don't know if my answer would be jerk off 1,000,000 times a day.
if you're good at something,
jerking off is fun.
Kilmer, if you're good at something, you never do it for free.
What's that?
If you're good at something, you don't do it for free. I'm great at jerking off.
So should we hop on Chatterbait right now and just stop this podcast?
Get a little
I'm getting a little horned up.
Throw us some tips.
That'd be fucking.
But like in
Rated
all honesty though,
OnlyFans?
I think about this a lot actually. In all honesty, I'd probably jerk off like 10 times a day, every day, 5 days a week for like a year.
Think about it. You're making like 30 grand a month.
You're making 10 times a day. I don't know if I could jerk off 10 times a day. Let's say 5 times a day. If I jerked off 5 times a day, it's $500 a day, 5 days a week.
Time. No,
So-
just do 5.
So that's $2,500 a week times 4. That's 10 grand. That's 10 grand a month.
Just do 365 times.
And if you do that for a year, if you do that for a year, like your 9 to 5 job is strictly just waking up, putting on a tie.
Treat it like a 40-hour work week.
Yeah, you wake up at 9 a.m., put on a tie every morning, and you jerk off until 5 p.m.
I'm not wearing a tie for that.
5.
I don't even wear a tie.
exact opposite.
This is I'm cozy as
The
shit.
tie is more theatrics. It's more like it's more just to feel like you're doing something important. But think of what you could.
I got a fucking Snuggie on all day, bro.
Think of
Just
what.
cutting a hole in it.
I'm dead.
Then after a year,
Or like remember the kangaroo flaps.
you do this for a year. You make 120 grand, and then you just fucking straight invest that shit, baby.
Some hookers.
No.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not married to it and you just treat it like an opportunity,
Yeah.
like
What do you do for a living?
I think I would just.
professional. It's no different than like, like people with OnlyFans and stuff. Just get paid to like.
But it's a double standard. Like girls can fucking. People want to see girls.
Aren't
Not a lot
dudes
of
on
people wanna
aren't dudes on OnlyFans?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess. But
That's
like,
they're getting paid to jerk off.
Yeah, but the audience is way smaller than the female.
Hey, you never know, man.
Probably, but like
West
Yeah,
Hollywood
yeah.
would say otherwise on Santa Monica Boulevard.
right?
probably
Motherload.
booming.
Motherload. Would,
The boys
would,
over at Motherload would
Yeah.
have.
I'm about to get OnlyFans and just go write it on fucking.
All right, here's one.
Gym.
Would you rather
bar.
fight Mike Tyson once or talk like Mike Tyson every day for a year?
I'd rather talk like Mike
Me
Tyson every
too.
day for a year.
Talk like him for a year?
It's
Me
just
too.
a year.
But like you hear how he talks?
It's a year. He's gone his whole life, and he's like, I wouldn't say he's doing fine.
All right,
'cause
what
he's
about-
like,
what
piece
about-
of shit?
What about 10 years of your life?
Okay,
you have to
I'd
talk
probably,
like-
I'd probably just do one fight, just once.
But that fight
Can I train before it?
that fight could kill you though. It
Okay.
doesn't matter, dude.
He's
training,
fought other people and never killed them.
Huey, don't fucking kid yourself. Training, you could train every day.
No,
for
but I'm just saying.
for
So
the next
like,
10 years.
So
and
it
he
doesn't
would knock
hurt
you
us.
out in the first 10 seconds.
Absolutely. At least like
I would go into it, let him like knocking out. I'm not trying to knock it out. You know what I mean? You know what's gonna happen. Just let it happen. I'm not gonna try to avoid it. I'm probably gonna get hurt.
Even
more.
Mike Tyson, isn't he training again? Didn't he say he was gonna fight again?
So is Holyfield.
yeah, he did say that.
So is Holyfield. It's crazy.
I would love to see that rematch.
I would just run around the ring.
Then you're gonna get crushed.
You'd be like Turtle in the Entourage movie when he fights Ronda Rousey.
No, that was drama, wasn't it?
No, it was
No,
Turtle.
it was Turtle in the movie.
Oh no.
Turtle wants her number, and she's like, "Get in the ring with me, and if you can last 2 minutes, then I'll."
No, I'd probably be like Drama with Chuck Liddell,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
where he just gets on one knee and just starts crying. Please, no, don't do it.
Oh my god!
I would probably just take.
All right,
I would drink a lot of alcohol before I got in the ring. And
I would be fucking
talk mad shit to
blitzed.
him. Just go out like a champ, you know.
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna ask one more, and then you guys have to throw some at me because I'm doing all the heavy lifting over here.
That's what you do.
All right. All songs exist, but they're all performed by Pitbull. Or only one Pitbull song exists, but it's performed by every artist with their own interpretation.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to get this in my head. So the only song is that one song by every other artist?
Yeah, like let's pick the song Fireball, which is probably one of my favorite songs of all time.
If we're
by
going
Pitbull.
Timber is the best.
Fireball. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, that is
Ding,
a good
ding.
one.
That's a great song.
You're Guido, so
They love it in Motherload.
So that song is the only song that exists in humanity, but every artist can play that song, or every artist exists, or only what is it? Or all the songs exist, but it's only performed by Pitbull.
perform. I don't care about the performance. I just want to make sure the song.
No, the song is by them. The song is by them.
That's a tough one.
I would rather have every.
That's a lose-lose.
I would rather have every artist in the world sing a Pitbull song than only Pitbull singing every
You
song.
get the same lyrics every time.
As great as Mr. Worldwide is,
I would probably shoot myself.
Mr. Worldwide.
I'm dead.
I might just never listen to music again.
Music wouldn't be.
I don't mind Pitbull. I'd take Pitbull singing every song. It's just like a fucking compilation.
You would take Pitbull singing every song?
But
Yeah,
he
He would even
I-
sing your songs. Are you okay with that?
Pitbull singing "Landslide" by Fleetwood Mac.
Hey.
I take my love and I take it down. Calle Ocho, Mr. Worldwide.
Climb a mountain and I turn around.
around.
Worldwide. Would you rather for a year listen to only Huey Mac music or Kids Bop?
I'd rather kill myself.
Same, honestly.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
Do you guys have any? Am I the only one that came
No,
up
I
with
got
these
some,
fucking
I got
stupid
some.
ass
Would
questions?
you rather dine in a 5-star restaurant or enjoy a homemade dinner by the campfire?
What?
Yeah.
That depends on the situation.
Can you read it again?
Would you rather dine in a 5-star restaurant or
Yeah.
a homemade cooked meal by the campfire?
That's seriously something that's written down?
No, I just looked it up just now. It just came up.
If I had like
I'm
a
on
girl,
the go.
if I had like a
I'm
girl, I'd do
running
the
gun over here.
campfire.
Campfire is
Homemade
kind of a
meal.
vibe. I don't know.
Are you guys
These are the worst questions.
Are you guys the
ever.
Food Network people? Do you guys watch the Food Network?
No, not at all. I watch Aaron May sometimes, but that's it. I'm the guy.
And like this isn't because we have like a few degrees of separation with him, but I literally am obsessed with Guy Fieri shows.
Yeah, he's a
And
legend.
in the past month, I probably average an hour and a half to 2 hours of Guy Fieri TV shows every day.
I never got into that. I don't know why.
Triple D, Diners, Drive-ins, and
You
Dives.
tweeted that the other day, didn't you?
It's no joke though. It's on its like 25th season. So like that speaks for itself. But it never gets old. It's fucking electric. And think of his job. That might be the most. It's probably the best job
Dude,
in the world. You travel around. He probably travel every season. He shoots the season. He goes on a tour bus with the crew. They go to a restaurant every day. He fucking stuffs his face. He doesn't have to give any. He doesn't give any negative feedback whatsoever. Every feedback is positive. He tells everyone that their food is out of bounds, and then he fucking hops back on the bus and he drives his fucking fat ass to the next fucking restaurant and does.
For how much he eats, he's actually not. he's like in pretty decent shape.
I hate that we were already talking about this earlier, but Huey, would you rather make out with a guy or blow a guy who's only a human from the waist down that has no top torso?
I'd rather suck a dick.
Wow.
I'm just gonna be honest here.
Wow.
What? It's just at this point, it's like there's no.
Let's put some time constraints on it. You have to kiss. All right, you have to kiss a guy for three whole minutes, or blow a dick until completion, but the guy has no top half.
I'd rather suck the dick. It's a no-brainer for me. Look, I would treat it like an animate object with just like a little treat at the end. Like, if you're making out with another dude,
That's a treat for you, huh?
if you're making out with a dude, then it's like there's intimacy and there's saliva, and it's just like
How long are we talking? Like
he
2
said
seconds?
3 minutes.
Oh, dude, that's
Make
I mean,
out with-
I've never done it, but like
Make
I
out
can
with a-
imagine I could suck a dick in 3 minutes.
I don't know.
Give it a little.
Would you rather,
No hands. You can't use your hands.
would you rather,
It's a whole nother ball game.
hey, would you, this is kind of,
Blue's like, let's change the fucking subject.
would you rather live in quarantine for another year and a half
Mm-hmm.
or live in space for like 5 years?
5 years in space, dude.
Or a year and a half and another like can't do anything, you know? Just like stuck in the house, you can't leave your house.
I'm not
like,
smart
no,
enough
like,
to be in space for
no,
5 years.
No, I'm talking like lockdown.
like house arrest.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck in your house for a year and a half, or live in space for a year and a half.
No, like 3 years.
I think I wouldn't live in space for like 6 months. I don't think.
You don't think so?
Dude, I'm not
No.
smart enough. Like if something goes wrong, like I'm fucked.
No, it's like completely when you have nothing.
I watched
you're fucked. You just,
I watched a
What? Yeah, but like if something could go wrong.
Oh, let me switch up the question. What
Okay.
if you're up there with like 10 porn stars? Or for 5 years, or you're stuck in quarantine for a year and a half down here.
So it's a year and a half for both.
No, 5 years.
5 years in space. Here's the issue.
And all you can eat is ramen noodles.
you just keep adding shit to it. All right.
It's not like you can eat much better than ramen noodles.
Wait.
in space
Here's the
anyway.
issue with staying in space for 5 years.
You're with 10 porn stars.
I know, but I
Do
watched.
whatever you want,
Let me inform
know?
you a little bit first, because I watched Joe Rogan about this, so I actually know like something
Can you
about
get a
this.
nut off in space?
I think you can get a nut off in space. It would just float though. You'd just be around it all the time.
So a bunch
It'd have
of
nowhere to
kids-
go. The nut would have nowhere to go.
Well, there'd be nuts floating around. There'd be like a fucking school of fish. floating around.
Imagine coming in space and you just like
That's
no
my
gravity
kid right
to
there.
it. You just see the little.
You just have to live with your cum everywhere. The issue.
Everyone's, not just yours.
Can I make my fucking point, please?
What's your point? I think that was the best question of the night.
It was pretty good, but the issue is there's
What's
some issues. When Joe Rogan had an astronaut on his show, and he said that when you're in space, your muscle composition just fucking like slowly dies down
Yeah.
to the point where like
I don't care.
to the point where like you gotta be.
I don't care.
If you're in space for like a year, you come back and you can barely walk because you fucking lose all. You have to really train while you're up there. And even when you train while you're up there, you're still floating in gravity.
Just
You're
having
not using a lot of your muscles
You're
and
just
shit.
having sex the whole time. Hey, anyway, I heard in
no.
space you also grow a couple inches. But when you in space you're taller.
But
'Cause
nobody-
you stretch out. But
Does your
when
dick grow longer?
Probably everything grows a little longer. But when you touch down back, everything goes back to normal.
Okay, so it's 5 years in space. You eat ramen noodles. There's 10 porn stars, and your dick is 2 inches longer. Or you're in house arrest.
Frozen food. No. For a year and a half by yourself.
Huey, what
nothing.
would you pick?
I'd just be in my house.
With the chance that when you come back from space, you may not be able to walk for another couple years.
Fun to me.
I mean, I know it's
I'm
10
not
porn
saying
stars, but like, dude, the same 10
Has
girls
anybody-
every
you think
day.
anybody's
No,
ever had
man.
sex in space, just in general?
I mean, I'm sure they have. They just.
Should we
no one
Google it?
talks about
Should we Google, can you have sex in space?
I need to pee
I mean,
so
I'm
bad.
sure theoretically you can, but like, has anybody?
10 porn stars. What about just 10 like the hottest girls in the world? Maybe you're just hanging out with them all day.
That's-
just like catching a vibe.
No
eating
sex
ramen
in
noodles.
space yet, officials say. Sex in space and on Mars missions carries its own unique risks. While humans have been a spacefaring species for more than 50 years, it's quite possible we have yet to perform that most basic of acts.
What about
Sex
hand? What
beyond
about hand jobs?
hand jobs in space? That'd be a sick porno.
Hey,
I was just thinking that.
I might produce that.
hey, if you have a kid in space, is it considered an alien?
Whoa!
That's deep.
Whoa!
Wow.
Illegal
No,
aliens.
because the spacecrafts are
No,
Owned
I'm
by
not. I mean, who
countries,
knows?
right?
It has nothing to do with the spacecraft.
And I think no, it does.
No, nope.
Do you know they're actually producing?
I gotta pee. I'm out of here.
Well, wait. We'll go into our pee break after this. They're now producing pornos completely underwater now. Have you guys seen any of these?
No,
I don't know how they do it because they're not wearing fucking oxygen masks. It must be a pain in the ass to shoot. They probably got to come up for air every like minute. But dude, there's full porno scenes. I want all the listeners to just go online and type in underwater fucking or whatever. There's like a whole studio that makes only strictly underwater fucking.
I'd rather do it
It's
in
a good
space,
niche.
to be honest.
All right, there's a
In a
story about
submarine? That'd be pretty cool, though.
in January 1991, a couple
Do we have like a bottle of fucking?
of crazy kids got married. These particular kids were in their late 30s, were astronauts, and were keeping their marriage a secret from their bosses at NASA, and only added to the romance. This is a true story. Holy shit!
Happened to your brother?
That's my brother. Yeah. They became the first, and after the unwritten rule became a written one, possibly the last married couple in space. So if you're married, you're not allowed to go in space with your wife. That's interesting.
That's wild.
NASA says no humans have had sex in space. There's nothing other than speculation to suggest otherwise.
I don't want
There is speculation.
So they're
There's got to be conspiracy
just
theories about this.
just stare at each other the whole time.
That's interesting though. That
Float around.
they were the only married dude.
Dude, they fuck.
In quarantine, it like divorce rates fucking skyrocketed. Imagine being with your wife in fucking space, in a fucking like little spaceship.
She wouldn't be my wife anymore.
What happens if
Yeah.
things go south when you're like on your way to the moon? It's gonna be fucking very awkward rest of the trip. You know?
How's the communication in space? Like, can you like hear people like well, or is it just like?
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah, they've got all that shit down.
We can go to our pee break. This is
I gotta
this has been very interesting.
We'll be right back with You Never Know, You Know What I Mean, right after this urination break.
All right, hit me with it.
Would you rather have it be daytime all the time for a year,
Are we filming?
or nighttime all the time, and or it's nighttime all the time for a year?
Did you catch that question?
That's literally what it's like being in Alaska.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Probably it'll be a wild.
I know.
year.
I know you would pick nighttime.
Oh, for sure,
You're a night owl.
for sure. Yeah.
But I think it has like a huge effect on like your
Your
psyche if it's nighttime all the time. If you
my
never see the
psyche's
sun.
already fucked. So
Yeah, it's and you wouldn't be able to get any vitamin D.
we got vitamins. You can actually go to the store. Stores are still open during the day. It's just dark out. You know,
There's no
So
such thing as during the day.
during the night, everything's open still
Nighttime for
for a year.
for a year. I don't know, man. I think that would fuck me up.
What about no nighttime though?
I
Imagine
going to
bright-
sleep when it's bright as fuck.
You feel like shit. I know when I stay like do an all nighter and it's like.
I mean, let's be
sunny as
honest. We've
fuck.
all gone to sleep when the sun is up. And
Yeah, but I'm not.
I can think of at least
I don't
once.
really like it.
I don't either. I hate it. It's
I
the
hate
worst.
it. So you would have to do that for a year.
Huey, this is one's for you.
All right.
Would you rather watch incest porn with subtitles or another Transformers movie?
I would like to know why that's for me. Wait, what's the full Transformers part?
I mean, dude, they ran that shit into the ground.
Didn't even make it through the last one, but I would definitely much rather watch a new Transformers than incest porn. Is that a West Virginia joke?
No, because I mean, I know you're in like the Marvel and just like all the superhero movies and
Yeah,
shit. I don't know if you're
yeah.
a Transformers guy.
The ones with Shia LaBeouf are.
Yeah, but you know it's getting fucking old when Mark Wahlberg's in it and you don't want to watch it.
Dude, and fucking, oh man,
I fucking
that
love
was a
Mark Wahlberg,
drag,
dude.
That last
Would
one.
you rather teleport or go back in time?
Like be able to teleport from one place to another?
Yeah.
Or be able to go back in time?
Yeah,
Shit.
that's a good one, right?
I would say teleport.
Yeah, you don't want to live in the past. You know?
Yeah, because
Do you have to stay in the past, or can you come
no,
back?
you can teleport in the past anytime you want,
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
which is pretty cool. But
What if you could change the future then if you go back and recreate the
yeah,
past?
that can be dicey though. Haven't you ever seen Back to the Future?
That's what I'm talking about.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
But I could teleport. Do you know how many times I wanted to teleport somewhere? I'm like, oh,
Think of
I've
how much
literally
time
never
you can
in my
save.
life thought, God, I wish I could just fucking teleport there right now.
no.
I've definitely had the thought of like, that'd be cool to go back in time.
I know
mean-
where Blue's head's at. He
Yeah,
meets
you
all
know-
these girls
yeah,
on
yeah.
tour, and he's like,
Yeah.
you got a little bitty in Tampa, you got a little
Yep.
bitty in Salt Lake City.
He
He
would
just
just teleport
he can snap
them.
his fingers, get a nut, snap his fingers, go to Tampa, get a
No,
nut, snap
yeah.
his fingers, come back here. Get
No,
a
but
nut.
like, no, I just hate flying too. You know, flying sucks. Takes like 6 hours.
I like the airport mainly because
the airport.
the airport beer is top 5 beer.
What's better, airport beer or ballpark beer?
airport.
You think?
I think airport.
No. Ballpark because I
They're
don't
both
drink
great.
beers at the airport. I drink fucking
I
wine
don't-
or like.
I don't like to be
Jack
sober at
Daniels.
either of those two places though.
Yeah.
So they're pretty close.
Ballpark beer is pretty good.
Those are pretty good.
I need a beer. If I don't have one there, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, if you couldn't drink at the airport, then it's just
Dude, you
Dream
just
water is
fucking
on
sit
deck.
there.
Like 5 dream waters in a row until you can't. Fucking,
would
What's
you?
a dream water?
it's the best thing ever.
It's just water that you drink and you get
It
tired.
has melatonin in there and some other things, but
Oh,
I'm a big airport by myself guy.
same.
I catch
That's
a vibe. Catch a vibe. I always get weird like girls that sit next to me on the planes and shit.
You get.
I don't know what.
I never sit
nervous?
next to girls on the fucking
Dude,
plane. I always
no,
sit
I
next to
mean-
some fucking
I mean,
behemoth.
There's been like maybe one hot girl I sat next to on a plane, but there was one last time I flew back. I think it was back here. She fell asleep on my shoulder the whole
Ooh.
time, and I was like
Were you
trying
in?
to sleep so
Were
bad.
you
You
into
never
it?
hooked up with a girl you met at the airport?
I made out with a girl on the plane before.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I don't fucking believe
A girl-
on
In
the airplane.
Texas, remember in
A
Texas?
girl that you met on the plane?
That girl from Texas, remember
That you met on the plane?
You made
Yeah,
out on
remember?
the plane, like
No,
before completion.
Blue, tell the story. I never heard this in my life. I never heard this.
You don't remember when me and you and the picture of me
I was
like,
there?
hung over as fuck and we met that girl in the airport on the way to Texas?
No.
Oh my god.
Why were
went
we-
to Dallas? And then on the way back, she was on the same flight. She was scared to fly.
You hooked up with her on the plane?
I mean, it was like not crazy, but a little bit.
I hooked up with a girl at the airport once, but it's because we were talking at the airport bar, and then our layover there was a malfunction, so they put everybody in hotels.
I gotta
and I
f-
went. I
yeah.
was just at the bar and saw her again.
I got a crazy story about this, but it's
But that
rated R.
was-
Radar, tell it.
Radar.
Do you not want to tell it?
I just I signed into the airport. All right, so I checked in,
Mhm.
and my flight was super like I had so much time,
Very delayed.
and the airport was empty, and this girl was hitting me up, and we were at a show, and we were on tour somewhere,
Oh, I
We're
know.
flying up.
I know the story.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I got some time. Meet me at the airport.
Oh my god, I
you know,
did that once too.
And,
So
and
she-
then she drove there, and then like she picked me up, and we're just circling on the airport. We parked in the parking lot, and then
And then what?
whatever happened happened, and then I flew away.
And then he flew away.
Then I was gone.
That happened to me once in North Carolina. I had like a 5-hour layover, and I
They call that a bye-bye birdie.
Yeah, dude, I thought I was getting bad. Like I was so nervous the whole time.
Mhm.
Because the airport control was driving around, and I'm like, she had tinted windows, so we were good. But like, dude, I was like, fuck. It was midday, like maybe 12 o'clock.
The old bye-bye birdie.
I told the thing it was.
is that
dude,
actually the name for it, or did you just come up with that?
I just made it up.
The
Okay.
thing was too, like for a while I was traveling without a fucking license.
Identification,
Yeah,
which is insane.
dude. Remember that time I couldn't fly out of Reno,
Yeah.
and a fan drove me fucking 10 hours back to LA.
I got
Yeah.
my passport and wallet
I
stolen at a show in Texas, and somebody went backstage.
Wait. Back up. I forgot about this story. You,
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna kill me the
a
whole time.
fan drove you from
Reno to LA.
to LA, and this is right after you banged his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend.
Well, she was the ex-girlfriend probably because of me, but it was like a year later.
But he know you did it. He knew
Bro,
you did
he
it.
was in the room. Yep, and fucking wow.
He was in the room while you did it.
Yeah.
Oh
it was
my
weird, 'cause
God.
we were
Yeah,
after,
I'd say that's fucking weird.
after a show, bro. We were just like,
Wait.
I was with this girl, and she's like, all right, let's go back to the hotel.
Oh my God.
Went back to the hotel.
Dude.
I didn't know he was gonna be there. He was there.
He was in the hotel room
He was in a hotel room.
while you were.
It was just me and her, and he was in a hotel room.
Then it wasn't just you and her.
Yeah, I said he was in a hotel room. And there was another girl there too. Like
You banged his ex-girlfriend while he was in the room.
Oh, ex? I
No, I don't know. She said they were complicated at the time. So
But he was in the
I'd
room.
say that's pretty complicated.
I was,
and
dude,
then a
he was
year later, he drove you 10 hours to Los Angeles. What was that car ride like?
I thought I was gonna die, and I was so tired. So,
Oh my God.
dude, no, she dragged me. She like pulled me in the bathroom. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then he was yupping outside the bathroom. It was
He's
fucking
probably fucking still scarred from that, bro.
I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. It breaks my heart every time I think of it.
That's terrible.
It can't break your heart because he knew what was going on.
Bro, he would Snapchat me pictures of her and like whatever it's saying I should bang his girl. And I'm like, dude, if you keep doing this, it might.
Some
don't
people-
manifest this,
motherfuckers are
bro.
weird.
Some people
bro.
are just into weird stuff.
I was like, don't manifest this. It might.
I've
I
never.
like how Steve just opened the door to catch some sun.
And he drove me 10 hours to the L.A. We were staying in Hollywood at the time, and he slept on the
Are you
couch.
talking about the place that we walked by during the protests?
No,
Remember?
no. That was like our last Airbnb that we were living out here. But it was like, yeah, he slept in the. I don't know, bro. The whole ride was sketchy. Remember we stopped at a gas station one time,
Oh man.
and he was like way bigger than me too. He could probably whip my ass.
I
I was
Dude, if he
hungover
was
as balls.
yupping in the bathroom and knew that you did it, like, why would he beat your ass?
It was a year later, so he moved to like Reno, Nevada, because of it, or Las Vegas.
He moved away because of it.
You ruined his life. I hope you're happy.
I don't know, man. It
No, I
seems
didn't-
like
I
he.
didn't.
It seems
I want to do. I don't know.
He
if I
brought
would
it
do
upon himself,
he was there.
but you played along. I don't know.
She
It's
played
like one of
along,
those
too.
things
She
like
played
you-
along too. It wasn't just me. It just takes two to tango.
Oh, God, I'm
takes
gonna
two to
have,
tango.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that. I'm gonna have nightmares about that.
I'm gonna have
mean-
nightmares about that too.
Would you rather be able to speak to animals or be able to read other people's minds?
Speak to animals, because I'd be the king. You
I don't
if
wanna-
I could
I
speak
don't-
to other.
I'm too insecure to want to know what other people think about me, so I'd rather talk to animals.
Yeah, I'd be like, I would. Everybody would have some.
If
weird
I'm in a
shit.
room and somebody just thinks something shitty about me and I fucking just know it, I don't want to know that.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Dude,
ever
think about all the
you ever-
times you're having a good vibe and like.
you ever
if-
see What Women Want?
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
It's the
it's a
worst.
train wreck.
It's a train wreck.
He loved it at first, but then he hated it.
Yeah.
I think that's how
What
I
if
feel.
I'm hooking up with a girl and the girl's like, his dick is so small.
Wow.
But then you see Dr. Doolittle, like not the Downey Jr. one,
What
the
if,
old one.
what if all
Yeah.
the animals were saying the same shit though? They were like, dude, you got a little ass dick. You're fucking gay.
Huey, you're gay. Your fucking music sucks. But Steve's over there right now. He's like, Blue's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, and no one know but you. So like, all the animals were talking shit and like. All
Yeah,
your
but they're
boys would be
talking
hyping
direct-
you up, and then the animals would just be like,
Yeah,
the bird
but-
flying by.
But
like,
look,
you
dude,
look
here's
like
the thing.
dog shit.
Here's the thing. As nice as people are, in their heads, they're thinking like the worst things at times. I don't want to
can't
hear those worst things. I'd much rather just speak to an animal.
Dogs are so crazy because they just like fly.
Dude,
by,
I
you
have
know?
sick thoughts sometimes.
Me
I have
too.
sick thoughts.
First of all, you say those sick thoughts
I have
out loud.
sick thoughts.
But it's not.
Sometimes
you
I
can't control
sometimes I think stuff and I'm like, why the fuck did I just think that? You know what I
it.
mean?
It's about controlling the thoughts that you think.
It's like you watch Big Mouth?
You know.
Huey, you watch Big Mouth?
I watched the first season.
You know how there's a hormone monster?
Yeah.
Dude, I got me a hormone monster.
You are a hormone monster.
And it's just the voice in your head that's like, oh yeah, crumble up your panties and sniff them. You know?
I feel like that's just
I'm
how
thinking
you
that right
convey
now.
yourself
I
in
don't like if
public.
you could read my thoughts right now, that's what I'd be thinking right now in a room with you
Yeah, I
two
know.
fucking schmucks.
I mean,
It's sick.
I might not want to wear.
I have
ripped
sick
jeans
thoughts.
next time.
Yeah, I don't want to
fucking go
hear
fucking-
what you're thinking at all.
dude.
Like at all.
I think everybody, even like the most innocent people you know, have the craziest thoughts.
Yeah, we're
Wait,
human,
Who's
like,
walking
that's
in our
just-
house right now? We're getting robbed.
Somebody was walking in.
Hey,
There's a
Hey,
man in
how
a
are ya?
mask. Hold on. Blue actually had a really good question earlier that I can't remember.
Well, that doesn't do us any good.
When I first walked in. When I first drove here.
Oh, would you rather? I don't.
It was
fuck-
good and deep.
Oh. Would you rather? I think I already asked it. Would you rather know when you're gonna die, or
Know how you're gonna die.
know how you're gonna die?
Know when you're gonna die, or know how you're gonna die.
Or
Yeah.
I'd rather know how I'm gonna die, but if it's like of old age, then I know I'm old. So like that defeats the purpose of the question.
I think I'd rather want to know how.
I would want
Me
to.
too. I would want to know.
I would want
how.
to know when. I would want to know when. Because I just watched. I just watched.
I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. If I just die, I die.
I guess there's that Tim McGraw song, like "Live Like You're Dying." That's all about like how he learned he was gonna die, and then
Well, we're all dying.
it's a good point.
We're
But you
dying
don't
to live.
appreciate it until you know that you're actually going to die.
But dude, what if you know how you're
I
gonna
wrote,
die?
I wrote a bull named Fu Manchu.
Here you go.
Dude, it would be like Final Destination.
I know
If you
how-
knew how you're gonna die.
I know how I'm
Okay,
going.
if somebody was like, "You die of cancer," I'd be like,
All right, I'm gonna do
"Okay."
everything that try to prevent that.
Well, no, you already know that you're gonna die from that, so you can't prevent it.
It's like Final Destination.
Yeah.
What if it's like you're gonna die in a car crash?
But like,
I'm
I
never
guess
gonna
like
drive
if
in
you
a
get
car again.
if
You
you
know what I
get
mean?
cancer and the doctor's like, "Yeah, it's bad. Like you got like a year to live." Like I bet that's tight because I bet that year.
I don't know if that'd be tight.
You know what I mean? Like that year there.
Cancer tight. Sick.
But like, I just think you really appreciate everything in your life.
I
So
feel
I
like
guess maybe
I'm
knowing
already,
when I would die would be my.
I want to know how,
My choice.
because I'm already living like I'm dying right now. So like, it doesn't matter when I'm dying.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I'm saying?
If I killed myself, I'd be awesome at it. Shotgun to the dick. What movie is that from?
What movie is
What?
that from? Hot Tub Time Machine.
Boom.
I mean, so you would rather know when you're gonna die?
Yeah.
I think I would too.
What if it
Actually,
was like, all right,
Because
tomorrow?
because not I think that's like the big uncertainty of life is not knowing when you're gonna die. That's
I
like
think
that's
not knowing's the best
that's-
part of life.
I think the biggest uncertainty is nobody knows what happens afterwards. But
for sure. But people act like people live every day like they're not going to die because they don't know when they're going to die. It's
Yep.
an uncertainty. But if you know when you're going to die and you actually have a physical fucking ticking time of like this many days left, I think you would live your life differently.
yeah, I agree.
I think you would.
I agree.
How much different?
I watched the fucking, you know how Mike's always watching his like shaman videos of like shamans talking about deep
I've
shit.
never been here for that.
And yeah, he stretches every morning and he watches videos of like shamans talking about deep shit. And one of them was
fire.
he was like, people don't realize that every day it's literally a ticking clock until you're gonna die, and people don't live their lives that way. Like it's literally ticking, like, ticking down. You know, like but we just the fact that we don't know when the end is, we tend not to live that way.
All right, would you rather drown or burn to death?
Those are the two worst ways to die. Fun fact: drowning to death. And
I
burning
actually
to
hear
death.
drowning is the most peaceful. Not
No.
that
Oh,
anybody
fuck
has
no.
any insight.
Yeah,
no,
Fuck no,
once
dude.
the
Have
you ever
struggle's
tried-
over, they say once the struggle's over, it's like really calm.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
But like, is this a fact? Do you know somebody who's drowned to death or
Yeah,
burned to
dude.
death?
When they fucking torture people, they waterboard them.
Yeah,
That's the main form
but
of
you're
torturing. is-
fake drowning the person.
that's still the act of drowning.
But I'm
though.
pretty sure like once you just accept it.
I don't think you can accept
Yes,
Drown.
you do. I think that there's a
when your
time.
water's full of lungs.
I don't know. I watched something on it before.
When your water's full of lungs. When your lungs
your
are full
lungs
of
are
water.
full of
These damn White Claws.
Shotgun to the dick sound.
Shotgun to the dick. What, Blue, what was that giraffe question you had?
Oh, would you rather your only means of transportation be a donkey or a giraffe?
Giraffe, you get a better view.
That's
yeah,
what-
but dude, you can't take a giraffe anywhere.
right? It's got
Where are you going to park that thing?
donkeys are known for transportation, so I'm gonna rock with a donkey.
Wouldn't it be hilarious
This
though
thing-
to like go up to like a apartment building and they're like a chick lives on the 5th floor and you just roll up and then
Just
the,
walk up the
the
neck.
giraffe head just pokes his head through.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And to get down, you got a little ladder like you're on a helicopter.
Wait, I have one about talking to animals. Would you rather have an animal best friend that could be any animal you choose and it could be intelligent and speak to you and you could ride it around town if it's big enough, or be married to the hottest girl in the world?
What was the first part? I zoned out.
Would you rather have an animal best friend that could be any animal you choose, and it could be intelligent and speak to you, and you can ride it around town if it's big enough, or be married to the hottest girl in the world?
See, I would rather have an animal best friend.
Me too.
Because
know why?
you could be hot, but you could have a shitty ass person.
All right, fine. Then be married to like your soulmate, like the biggest soulmate that is out there for you.
I'd take the soulmate.
Really? Then the animal best friend?
I think it would be cool to have like a significant other who like rocks with you.
Hey,
But it'd also be cool to have an animal best
I would
friend.
rather have the animal best friend, man, because then I would get the hottest girl in the world if I had the animal best friend.
This
You
is
know
why
what I
we
mean?
keep Blue around.
That's
You
a
know what I mean?
good logic.
This is why we
That's a
keep
good
Blue
logic.
around.
You know what I mean?
He's thinking outside the box.
If I had,
He's
bro,
thinking outside the fucking box.
You know,
the
in
world
some
wants
states,
an animal.
in some
Think of the
states,
fucking press that you would get.
in some states, the animal could be your soulmate.
And Huey ruined it.
That's overboard.
Huey fucking ruined it. It's like the movie Ted. He's got the talking teddy bear.
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
all the press, and then he got to date Mila Kunis.
And then they got divorced, and then he got with Amanda Seyfried in the second one.
That's dude. I like Amanda Seyfried. Do you like Amanda Seyfried better or Mila Kunis better?
I'm a petite person.
They're both petite, technically.
I'm a petite person too.
They're both petite.
I agree, but
Who's the other one? I don't even
Seyfried's
know
a
who
little
that
more
is.
voluptuous.
Can we get her on the screen?
Amanda,
Big screen.
Amanda Seyfried.
Get her on the big screen, guys.
Oh no, this you would know Amanda Seyfried. She was naked in the movie Alpha Dog.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched that. That movie's a great movie.
That is a
by the
great
way.
movie.
Justin Timberlake crushes it. Everyone crushes it. The whole cast is fire. That movie's sad.
Amanda Seyfried. You know her?
Oh, yep. Yeah.
It's funny that
I like
you say
her.
that because
She's got a.
See, like, look, she's
Yeah.
like a pure.
I'm actually like a dark hair brunette type.
I know you like the dark features.
I like exotic, but I like that. I like her.
I'm a big Mila guy.
Me
That's like
too.
my
Me
type.
too. But I saw her at Country Fest, and she wasn't looking. She looked great, but not too hot. You know.
Huey, I'm gonna leave you with this.
This is where we're ending the podcast.
Yep. Would you rather have unlimited love or unlimited money?
I'm a lover, baby.
Would you rather have unlimited White Claws or unlimited Trulies?
They're literally the same drink.
White Claws. Okay.
What about High Noons?
would you
Those are
would you
five.
rather have, as a man, would you rather have a vagina or 5 dicks on your back?
Dick on my back.
5 dicks on your back.
Just a tail, bro.
I can fuck more.
Like a stegosaurus, like a dickosaurus.
I love that you just knew that a stegosaurus has 5 tails on their back.
Do they have 5? I know
I
they
don't
have.
know.
I know they have spikes on their back, but you'd be like a stegosaurus with dicks on your.
But
I don't know.
I don't really know.
I don't know.
That question's.
I feel like I could have an answer here.
I'd rather be in space with 10 points. Fuck that.